I'm Master Elder with Legacy Taekwondo. In this video, I'm going to be discussing and instructing how to do the elbow sequence. What is the elbow sequence? It is a combination of elbow techniques that has been developed by Master Zhang that allows us to put several different elbows together in one sequence or one pattern so that you can learn how to deliver power in each body position necessary in order to throw an elbow technique. And I'll be going through the sequence, and then I'll be revisiting the sequence a little bit slower and discussing each elbow and the purpose. Before we get into the sequence itself, I am going to discuss striking points though. So whenever you are striking with your elbow, you are never actually striking with the tip of your elbow. If you were to hit this against a hard object, you can't actually break the tip off that bony part and it could float around. Okay, so when you hear about elbow strikes, you are hitting with this part of your elbow here, so it's kind of that really hard part near your forearm, right there between your elbow and your forearm, or you are hitting with the flat part back here. Okay, so all of these elbow techniques are all striking with either this part or this part, never the tip of your elbow. So if it appears that way in the video, you have already been advised in advance that is not correct, okay? So in your elbow sequence, you're going to start from Chumbi. You're going to come back into a horseback stance, both fists on your hips. You're going to drive your left elbow up like this, and then repeat with the right elbow. And then you're going to drive the right elbow directly by the rib cage, assisting with the left hand for extra force. Coming forward, driving the left elbow past the rib cage. Notice that my hips are shifting, and then I am already turned this way, so my next elbow is going to be right elbow over the shoulder. Notice my eyes are following over my shoulder so I can spot my target, and then I'm rotated this way. So now I'm coming this way over the shoulder with this elbow. I'm going to reach across my body and drive to the side with an elbow, and then reach across this way and drive to the side with an elbow. I'm going to reach down and come up with an elbow. Repeat on the opposite side with my left arm, and then transition straight overhead, dropping down with an elbow. Repeat on the opposite side, dropping down with the right elbow. And I'm already turned here, so left elbow, right elbow, rotating across the jaw, okay? So I'm going to go at a slightly faster speed so that you can see it in a regular time. Okay, so we start in Chumbi stance, Chuchum Sogi, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay, so it does transition a couple times from right to left within. The power is coming from your hips. All of your elbows, you are rotating your core into your elbow. That's super important because when you're throwing an elbow technique, it is not like a kick, it is not like a punch. You do not have a long lever arm, so to speak, in order to generate force, which means all that power has to come from something grounded, and that is going to be your hips grounded with a good stance and your hips and core throwing those elbow techniques, okay? So let's briefly address how they're used, okay? So this upward elbow, I am protecting the side of my head and coming up underneath someone's jaw with the elbow, okay? This driving backwards elbow is going to hit what I call a soft target. Think solar plexus, rib cage, something like that. Perhaps you're coming out of a bear hug and you're driving back into the solar plexus in order to help with your escape, okay? This elbow here is the over-the-shoulder elbow. That's more designed for someone who is coming at you from behind. Perhaps they're coming over and trying to grab you, and before they're able to really get a hold, you're striking over your shoulder, okay? Notice your eyes are following all of these elbow techniques, so you're spotting your target, okay? This one coming to the side would be defense against someone obviously approaching from the side. Again, the body position is going to set you up more for a soft target attack. So then we've got our downward elbow. So this would be kind of a finishing attack. So you have somehow defended yourself. You've knocked someone down to the ground, but they're maybe kind of bent over or kneeling, and you want to make sure that you're able to get away. So you come down on the back of the head, in a downward, powerful downward striking motion to finish them. Okay, the reverse, this upward motion, this is someone's kind of pushing you down or has knocked you over a little bit. You're kind of in a vulnerable position and they're coming over the top of you. You are coming up underneath the face as they're approaching over the top. And then of course the last one seems to be kind of self-explanatory. It's coming across the jaw or the temple right here with the forearm. Okay, so that would be more of a defense against a close quarters forward attack. Okay, so that's the elbow sequence. You will especially utilize the variations in these different elbows attack when you start to implement them into your one steps as you approach your intermediate ranks. So if you have further questions about the elbow sequence, please touch base with your instructors in class for clarification.